Hi, this is Bill Watkins. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes and looking into the Word of God with us. We're down to the last couple of verses of the Gospel according to Mark. It's been a long and wonderful journey so far. Look at verse 19 of chapter 16. So then after the Lord had spoken to them, he was received up into heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. He's given them the Great Commission. He's risen from the dead. Now he's going back into heaven. And what does he do? He sits down at the right hand, the hand of power, to the throne of God. What does that mean? Well, the implications are powerful. In Ephesians chapter 1, verses 20 through 22, Paul says that God raised Christ from the dead and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly places, far above all principality and power and might and dominion and every name that is named, not only in this age, but also in that which is to come. And he put all things under his feet and gave him to be head over all things to the church, which is his body, the fullness of him that fills all in all. That's through verse 20 through 23 of Ephesians chapter 1. Jesus now reigns. He is above all authority on earth. How did this happen? The Lord raised him from the dead and then brought him back to be with him. There's an interesting and more detailed thing about how Jesus left in Acts chapter 1. It says in verse 9, now when he had spoken these things, while they watched, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. In other words, he ascended up into the sky to the point that the clouds then got between them and Jesus, and they couldn't see him anymore. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, who also said, Men of Galilee, why do you stand gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus who was taken up from you into heaven will so come in like manner as you saw him go into heaven. Jesus sits on the right hand of God. He is enthroned in power today. He left and ascended, and one day he will come back and every eye will see him. The question is, will we be ready? Thanks for watching.